Hey guys, today's mobility, we are going to be focusing on CARS. So CARS stands for Controlled Articular Rotations, or a really simple, easy way to think about it is an active circle for your joints. This is something that you guys can run through multiple times a day, and something that, when done with consistency, can really elevate your strength. So we're going to go ahead and start with the hip, and each one of these CARS can be done in a variety of different positions. Some tools that you might want to have on hand could be a tennis ball, lacrosse ball, yoga block, maybe even a chair or a broomstick handle, something like that for some balance. But I'll show you some that can be done without tools, and then ways to progress them, okay? So we're going to start with on our hands and knees, and focusing on that breath, the hip position that a lot of times in mobility class we talk about, which is neutral, so we're not dumping completely over or rounded out, so neutral position. And from here, we are going to focus our tension on our hands gripping the ground, our opposite knee pressing into the floor. So for this side, it's the left knee. And on the right, we are going to slowly kick up, squeezing our glutes here at the top as you reach out to the side and back down, okay? This is a hip CAR that we are doing in the hands and knees position. And this can be done standing, can be done lying on your back. It can be done in a variety of positions. So the most important thing is that we are staying square. Our shoulders, our hips are staying square to the floor. So if you were going to be doing this standing, you would want something for balance so that we can take that out of the equation. And then the same idea as we open up, rotate back around, okay? So let's go ahead and do 5 hip CARS here. So go ahead and set. We are going to lift up. So we're not lifting up and reaching and overextending, so find that neutral, out to the side and back down, okay? Same thing on the way back down and out. Okay, so you think of it as a bit of a donkey kick, and then reaching out to the side, and all the way back through. So you have more tension in the rest of your body than you do in your hip, in the moving part. And that goes for all CARS. Okay, let's go ahead and do the left side. Okay, set your position first. And then we are going to reach up. So we're looking for your end range of motion. And for some of you, this may look a lot different. So if, for instance, here, if you overextend and it throws you out of neutral, then bring that knee back down. And your hurdle that you're coming up and over might be a lot smaller. I want you to go around any sticking points. So here, if you feel a lot of tension is okay, but pinching, pain is not. So go around that and come back through. Let's do 4 more on this side. Make sure you're breathing and not holding your breath as you move through. So those are a couple of variations of hip CARS. Let's go ahead and come up into standing for your shoulder CARS. This would be something where in the standing position, and our focus is here at the shoulder, that you might want to take a yoga block or something that you can squeeze. So remember, the rest of our body is tighter, has more tension than the actual moving part. You can make a big fist on the opposite side. So from this right now, it's the left. And we are going to focus on the right side shoulder car. So you're lifting up with that palm turned in towards your body. And when you get to this overhead position, okay, so ideally we cannot see your ear here in an overhead position. And if this causes you to extend here at the spine, your overhead position might be here just in front of your ear. So we're working on our range of motion. At the top, we're going to rotate our thumb, reaching it back behind us until we come all the way back down to our hip. And so same thing on the way back. Keep that thumb turned in as you reach up and back. And then we're going around until our palm faces in. So another good example of if you are experiencing any pinching, any pain as you are rotating through these shoulder cars, it is perfectly okay for you here to find this sticking point and move around and through, okay? Let's do one more on this side and we will switch to the left. So same idea, this is standing. I'll show you a different position for a shoulder car. We can come into the all four position. And the same idea as you reach up, you might find that your mobility or that range of motion is different in different positions. Okay, so it can be done on your hands and knees. Go ahead and join me for standing for 3. What we're looking for here is about 3 to 5 reps each side and each movement. You might wake up in the morning and do a couple shoulder cars, a couple hip cars. I'll show you elbows and knees as well today. Something that you could do in class, if you're in the studio class, or if you are at home in between some reps and sets of presses, you could add some shoulder cars. Last one here, guys. All right, let's shake that out. We are going to go ahead and lie on our back for some knee cars. Okay, I want you to fully extend your right leg, and then we are going to bring the left up. If this is too much tension on your back, or you feel that it pulls you out of that neutral alignment, you can bend your opposite knee. And the whole idea here is there's a pin in your knee, and it's holding everything in place as you pull your heel closer to your glutes, and then fully extend to kick back out. Okay, make some fists. Remember, more tension in the rest of your body than in your knee currently. A lot of times what we'll see here is that as we pull our knee down, as we pull our heel towards our butt, our knee comes down as well. So you want to lock that in. Find your full extension. If it's here, and this is straight, and this is where your knee locks out, then that's where I want you to begin your knee car. One more, and then we'll switch into the other side. Good. Shake that one out. And switch legs. So you might think to yourself, oh, first thing in the morning, like this is a lot of work, a lot of tension. So, maybe when you wake up, your cars are at 30%. If you're doing your cars just before training, you could be working on, 70 to 100% tension. But the key here really is consistency. This is something that you can be doing every single day. They're quick. Could take anywhere from 5 minutes. You can go through the circuit several times in different positions, and it could take you 30 minutes. Great. All right, guys, let's come up into tall kneeling. So once again, since we are going to be focusing on our elbows, you can use a yoga block or something between your legs to help you create some tension in your lower body as well. All right, so we're squeezing, we're locking in, our chest is up nice and tall, our back, our spine is neutral. I want you to lock those elbows into your side, like they're glued to your side so that we're not lifting up or out or around. We really need to isolate our elbows. Palms up, and I want you to pull up, your wrists stay straight and neutral as you pull up as hard as you can. Rotate, turn at the top so your palms are pushing down towards the floor. Okay? So our shoulders are locked in. Squeeze like you got a piece of paper under your armpit. Pull up, rotate, and push away. All right, here's your challenge. The heaviest invisible object that you can possibly pick up. Pull it up towards you, and now push it away. All right, so let's make sure we're not doing anything funky and weird with our hands, like twisting at our wrist. Okay, that's gonna take the tension away from our elbows. So you wanna make sure you have straight. You need to make fists, you can make fists, and push away. All right, so now at the top, I want you to push down with the back of your hand. We're gonna reverse it, okay? Flip at the bottom and pull up. Turn, rotate, push away, and then back up. So these are 4 basic CARs for your hips, your shoulders, your elbows, and your knees. These can be done, honestly, in any joint. So wrist, ankles, you know, there's a variety of CARs that you can do throughout the day, and consistency being key to getting you stronger and healthier in some of your lifts.